So today on our video, we are going over the two top consumer trusted real estate giants in this market. We're going over Zillow and realtor.com's housing predictions for 2023. So make sure you stay tuned to get a full overlook of what they are predicting for this upcoming market. Hey everybody, my name is Jens.
And I'm Matt.
And we're with the MJ Group, Utah Real Estate Agents. So today on the video, we're going over Zillow and realtor.com's housing predictions, where they think it's heading, and we're gonna break it down for you. Started off, going to realtor.com, they're saying that typical mortgage payments will end up being about 28% higher than the previous year. So essentially the mortgage payment, how it breaks down is you're gonna have your interest and then the purchase price. With that prediction, if it's going up 28% more than the previous year, that's gonna state two things. Either the home prices are going up or the interest rates are going up. Given on where the current interest rates are at and where they have been heading, we're probably seeing a decline on the interest rates, but then home prices are probably gonna end up surging up a little bit because of that inverse relationship.
Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody kind of just thinks like, no, home prices are going down. Here's why they're possibly gonna go up. Inventory is still low. People, when inventory is low, there's a demand for housing, the prices can go up. We're not gonna see a 20% increase, but any increase at all is going to be an interesting take on 2023.
Yeah, well, and especially here in the state of Utah, for the most part, a healthy real estate market has 6 months of inventory. During the pandemic time, we only had about 2 weeks of inventory on the market. Right now, we're sitting at about 3 months of inventory, which still indicates that it's a strong seller's market. Realtor.com claims that rates are going to go up to about 7.4% for this year and then end up dipping down to about 7.1%. I personally think that's a little bit of an exaggeration because we currently see interest rates sitting at 6%, 6.25%. So I think they're a little bit kind of off the ball there.
Yeah, listen, as long as these inflation reports keep coming back lower, you're gonna see interest rates follow suit. I mean, I disagree a little bit with that, but again, I don't have a crystal ball here, so I guess we'll just give you our best take on what's going on.
In the next portion they predict that home prices are going to continue to rise. So that might be the reason why they predict that housing affordability to increase about 28%.
To sum that up, what he's saying is if interest rates come down, more buyers enter the market. More buyers enter the market with low inventory, we saw what happened. So that's how we would suggest that pricing goes up when interest rates go down. All right, so the second one. I know you guys all have these apps on your phone. Everybody always searches on Zillow and Realtor. So that's really why we want to dive into both of these, is because you're gonna get a good idea of one of the two largest companies out there in the real estate market. And we want to touch on 5 topics that Zillow makes as their bold predictions.
So starting off with number 1, the West, the far West, and the Sun Belt that they call it, experienced astronomical appreciation during 2021 and 2022. Now what they're predicting is that those markets are going to cool off a bit and that most of the buyers are going to end up going into the Midwest. So you're looking at Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kansas, upstate New York, Iowa. So all of those areas are probably going to experience more of an influx of buyers and first-time home buyers, because if the affordability is greater in those areas and remote work is still available, then you're probably going to see a little bit of a Midwest surge with home prices.
And I've seen this actually already. What's happening is a lot of investors across the country, they want the best bang for their buck. So when they want to go look for properties to invest in, if they go to the Midwest, they might be able to pick up 2 to 3 properties. And you're going to start seeing friends and family start coming together to become business partners to make transactions happen in the Midwest.
That's part number 2 on Zillow's prediction for 2023. More friends and family are going to start pooling in their funds together. You might see more people take advantage of house hacking, where you live in one portion, but you might see 2 couples, 2 families, 2 individuals coming together and maybe taking advantage of a house hacking opportunity where they go in on the property together. They end up splitting the mortgage, and so it makes it more affordable for each of them to live, but then also begin to build a real estate portfolio.
So Zillow's gonna have a little bit of a contrasting opinion on affordability and that stabilizing. You saw that Realtor was suggesting that there's gonna be an increase in home prices, and again, a decrease in interest rates driving prices up. Zillow is suggesting that affordability is going to stabilize. That's maybe pricing on homes is gonna go up maybe that 1 to 3% instead of 5 or 6 or 8%. So you're gonna find that we may have been through the last 9 months, we may have been through the bulk of any type of dip in housing prices that we've seen. That's what I'm gathering from this, is that now is the time to start stabilizing, which is, if you're a buyer, a lot more secure time to jump into real estate investing or buying your own first-time home.
Yeah, well, and that brings it to point number 4 on Zillow's case, is that they're going to see a surge in first-time landlords in 2023. How that works is typically most people are going to end up keeping their first property that they purchased during those pandemic times and end up either using the equity, whether it's a refinance or a HELOC, and rolling that into the next property. So that's going to turn into people moving out of their current homes and then getting a second one, but still holding on to the first one as a rental property. You see a lot of traction with that and people wanting to start building a real estate portfolio.
I see this a lot right now, and what happens is it's kind of contagious. What happens is a friend will tell their friend what they just used the equity in their house to do, and it literally starts becoming this contagious thing where people are now in their early 20s, late 20s, they're now buying 2 and 3, 4 properties because of the equity they've gained over the last 5 years in the property they did start with.
And then lastly, number 5, new construction will see strength in rentals. So you might
why do you think that is? That's an interesting one, and I think that there's like a really good reason why new construction is leaning towards investors.
Well, so you're seeing a lot of people, we both saw it when we were in the day-to-day in the trenches of real estate, that a lot during the pandemic, sellers were not willing to fix up their homes. So people were already kind of turning towards new construction as a potential rental. The pre-existing home that they were looking at, it might have been a great price, but there was just too many issues to fix up. A lot of people want to get into real estate investing, but they don't want the worry of having to fix up the property or having those landlord issues at 12 in the morning call about the plumbing leaking or whatever. So I think you're going to see a lot more people end up taking advantage of some deals that are happening with the new construction and using that to have those as rentals.
You're seeing a lot of people are still kind of hesitant to buy, just your common buyers. But investors are jumping in the market like crazy right now. Well, if you're a construction company and you're having a hard time moving homes, then you can obviously market those properties to investors, and investors are biting on it because of the lack of fear of maintenance and unforeseen costs to that. So,
all right, everybody. So that was our 2 cents, our kind of take on what Zillow and Realtor.com have to say about their 2023 market predictions. What do you guys think? Do you think these 2 big real estate giants in the market are correct with their assumptions? Do you think they're wrong? Let us know down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. If this video provided any sort of value for you on market predictions for 2023, hit that like button and let us know down in the comment section below. And then don't forget to subscribe so that way you can stay tuned on more featured content that comes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So if you have any questions, let us know.